this in private browsing. The first, my, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Touchdown Jesus
So
also went well with our giant sign that says "Hell is real."
All right. Let me look up something. What's a third?
the recommended videos from a when viewed from a clean slate.
Arcanists. Okay. Oh, let me make sure I got my notes.
I can't believe it's not Jesus.
I can't believe. I can't believable. All right. Okay, let me close that resume. My session notes.
Oh my God, Koopa Gilmer.
Okay.
Also, I was editing video for Miracle Ticket, my Grateful Dead cover band,
Nice.
and in this video, one of our newest guitar player was still on a using paper charts instead of tablet, and he was like shuffling papers as we partway through a song, and it coincided. I just posted the video in text for voice chat.
Hoo, 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 hoo.
And for a second, when I was watching it, I thought he was winning. I thought he had just won the world championship for loudest paper shuffler.
That was louder than I expected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
What I think it actually was one of those like adult Jenga sets, or oversized. Somebody lost oversized Jenga at that
Yeah.
exact moment.
He's-
But I was watching that. I'm like, John, get it together.
Okay. I imagine this is probably the crew that we're gonna go with. Okay. Yeah, there's travel things happening. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm recording audio and video. Do set. All right. Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to another session of Through the Tomes, TTRPG adventure where a group of understanding and patient friends gather together to go on an adventure, guided by an amateur GM, constructing his first campaign with adventure modules and existing settings and duct tape and hope. I'm Petey Rave, the aforementioned amateur GM, and here with me is my party, my gang, my squad. We've got playing Wind and Summer, Daisy.
Hey everyone. Today I have a sleepy nugget who's a perfect little loaf, and
Mhm.
I also have a ketchup packet featuring Montana and Rocky Mountain oysters.
Nice. We've got playing Solero Italian, Drew.
For fans of Record Breakers, I don't have the hot sauce chicken. I put it in my refrigerator.
Yeah. We've got playing Lucius Zanero, Matt.
I have a radial radial engineering 15 volt power supply that is outputting 20 volts.
Nice.
So it's soon to go in the trash. I don't want to deal with that.
And last but not least, we've got playing Tobold Toby Underborough, Brett.
I have it on good authority that inside of this bag and box there's an oscilloscope, but I shall have to do further research. But it doesn't look like a giant.
Ooh.
It doesn't look like a Vectrex that's extra deep, so I don't know what it is.
Yes. I've got first of all my emotional support Pitbull bobblehead.
Dale.
Oh, that kind of pit bull.
One of my favorite kinds of pit bull.
I was looking down at my transformer when you said that.
Is what Optimus Prime?
Yeah.
This is just courtesy of
Oh.
the Marlins. Also, I've got my my Adobe Certified Professional Certificate in Video
Hell
Design.
yeah.
I guess for passing
Nice.
the Premiere and the After Effects tests, which makes me a professional of some kind, according
job.
to someone. I question the logic in that, but you know what? I'll take it.
When-
I don't feel like a professional.
You don't want to convince people that you're not as good as they think you are.
That's true.
That's what I keep telling myself anyway.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, let's started. Also, my desk is it's already getting messy, but it's as clean as it's been in like years, and it's fascinating. I can see the desk. I have like
Ooh.
my desk tray there.
Man,
You know, I've got things.
wonder
here.
what that's like.
Yeah. It's fun to know it for now. You know, it's we'll see how long that lasts, but it's exciting. I've got my mixer within reach. Like, it's exciting. But yeah, we're gonna get started again with some D&D. I guess let's go back to the to the keeper of the minutes, Daisy. What catch us up? What happened last time?
Oh my goodness, so much happened last time. We got away from the, what are they, were jackals?
Jackal
that the name of
Wares,
'em? I'm like, yeah, jackal wares. There we go. And then we made it to the Sleeping Ridge, where Summer is from, and we were introduced to like 15 NPCs, and it was a great time. So Summer caught up with her family. There are people from the Cobalt Library there, the
Mhm.
archivist,
Mm-hmm.
looking into the Eye of the Earth little puzzle cube, not cube,
Yeah, little sphere.
puzzle
The
sphere. Thank you.
Palantir.
Yeah. And we left off where we were going to have dinner with Summer's gigantic family.
Yes, exactly. Where we left off, and it was a great. It's a great session. It was a great session to visualize because I think I said it somewhere else where it was like a lot of like Summer running through the village, meeting everyone, and then you could almost imagine the rest of the party was just like a group just following along behind her, just shoulder to shoulder, you know, like waving.
Right.
Uh,
Or
Hi. With with Chavo there. Oh, but yeah, we left off in the home of Wind and Summer's family, where a lot of the family had congregated to get ready for dinner. Where we left off is they were all scattered out throughout the home. And Summer saw Lucky Sparkle. And yeah, what would you like to do?
Well, I think we started to go inside, right? I
Yeah.
might have been the first one to go in.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I guess just kind of step in and take in the surroundings, which pretty much nothing's changed. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's a 2-story house made of like a paler wood inside.
mm-hmm.
There's like some cool, like colorful tapestries and nice pretty rugs and just like little trinkets and different things and little nooks. But yeah, I don't know. Summer's just kind of overwhelmed right now. Like there's so many people she wants to talk to, like really wants to talk to Lucky, but like it's kind of apprehensive about approaching him.
You see
Definitely like, is he gonna remember her kind of a thing.
he's just kinda,
So
and you see like Lucky
yeah.
just standing there like a bored teenager, pretty much. He's like,
Yeah, so
and like he stands there. And you hear a soft feminine voice, kind of like call it to you. Oh, Summer, you arrived. You turn and you see bell tinkling of bells. It's like, oh, you made it. Oh, it's been great to see that you're back in town. I imagine you see it's the old house is the same as it was before.
yeah, hasn't changed much.
Yeah,
same as it ever was.
same. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna make sure everyone follows me in, like, hey guys, come on in.
Yeah. I'm
Smell the
following
ghost
along
upper
and-
smells.
As they all shuffle, all
Mhm.
7 people shuffle in. Well,
I shuffle in dutifully.
yes. Well, it's exciting with this group of your friends. I think we're gonna finally, if we're lucky, we'll finally have a table with an appropriate amount of food for the people sitting on it. Yeah. fun. Well, I've got to continue milling around and talking to everyone. You, well, welcome back. And she kind of like gives you a kiss on the cheek, and kind of like, you all make yourself at home. Take care. Just get yourself all comfortable, and we'll let you know when dinner's ready. And she kind of like shuffles off, kind of very elegantly shuffles off. And
I
so-
see my brother Bones, right? thought said I saw him.
You don't see him right now, but you hear a very loud, like guttural chuckle. And it's like, yeah, it's Bones probably just around the corner, laughing at something dumb.
Okay.
It's like, and you kind of like see him like turn the corner. The silver spotted, tabby with like that orange spot on his forehead. It's like, hey, kiddo, what up? And he's like, he kind of like grabs you around your head, like gives you a headlock. It's like, how's it going? Glad to hear you back. Have you back? Hey,
Glad to be
folks.
back.
Well, you see, you have like a whole posse. Drop something. Drop my controller holder. Oh, did I break it? No.
I assume there was a kitten down there doing cat stuff.
No, it's just me gesticulating and knocking out my controller holder thing.
Excellent.
Well, wonderful to meet you all. Have you made it around town, Summer?
Yeah, we got around at least the main square. Saw quite a few. Saw Grandma. Made our way around. Yeah. Everybody, this is my brother Bones, my older brother. He taught me how to fight and wrestle.
Yeah. Trying to survive out there in the wilderness, in the streets. All right, come on, put it there. And then he puts out his palms, almost like for like a 1-2, like a boxing pad thingies. I forget what they're called. The thing that boxing coaches do, like those things.
I thought you were just talking
Are they
about
just
like the toe
pads?
beans, like little paw pads.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like-
well, yeah,
Yeah, my toe
but
beans.
in that position, he just puts his like beans out like like punching. God, I should have had that ready.
Nah, I don't remember what that's called.
Punching pad, or like little like the like the glove like punching pads for boxing, but just his hands up, like
Punching mitts.
punching mitts.
Punching bits. There we go. Here we go.
That's the first thing I saw
Like,
on
so-
Amazon. So
So you do like a 1-2 duck.
Punches beans.
So give me just for fun, give me 2 unarmed strikes.
Ooh.
she's gonna murder this man.
Wait, that's stunning strike. Give me a sec here. Master. Okay. There's one. Choo. And choo.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
And give me a dexterity check.
One moment.
Like duck.
Ba. Dex. Ability check. Okay. Normal. Ugh.
It's like you kind of like you do a great like cross. You do a great jab. You do but the cross kind of like like veers a little off, and then like you're a little distracted, and he comes over for the swipe overhead to have you duck, and you kind of like he like hits you at the top of the head. Like, well, I see you're still a little rusty, but we'll figure. We'll train some more tomorrow. Yeah.
Hey, Bones, this may sound really weird, but can you introduce me to my little brother? I don't know if he remembers me.
Sure. Hey, Lucky, get over here. little bro. And it's like you see like the teenaged awkward gaunt of a young diluted calico tabaxi coming in, a little bit of like the medium fur, but also like messy, almost like deliberately messy hair thing going on with his fur.
Got some like emo fur going on.
He's like, "Where are you?" And I'm so
Sorry.
he's just saying, it's not a phase, Dad. And he was like, "Hey, man, say hello to your sister, bruh." Hi.
Hey, Lucky, do you remember me? You were pretty little last time I saw you.
Yeah, no, not really.
I'm Wind and Summer.
Oh,
I've been away training to become a monk.
I guess that's pretty cool.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, she's been like, we've been working. I've been working with little guys, just like get them like prepared. And like Lucky's like,
Doesn't seem into it.
yeah, he'll get the hang of it. I go easy on him. Don't want to force him. Just want to get him ready.
Good.
Right. Well, Lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to ask someone or anything? Like, not really.
Well, if you think of anything, let me know. I've also brought a large group of friends that I've met in the last year or so while I've been out traveling.
Has it been a year or has it been a week? Who's to say?
It's been a few months that have felt like 4 years.
At least I don't know. Has it been at least 3 months?
Something
We
like
went on
that.
that really long ship
It's
ride that
pretty-
one time early on.
Yeah.
That took a while.
And
Yeah.
we've known
No,
each other
it's-
for a little bit before that.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a while.
Yeah.
I'm been along.
Hi.
Brr.
I introduce everyone to Lucky.
Good,
Just awkwardly like, it's just like,
Kind of weirded out by him. Like,
Oh, hoy, hoy.
You said you're weirded out by him?
yeah.
Yeah.
okay. And
Oh, you're a
like,
little weirded out by kids being confused family.
this is like, he's just very shy and awkward. You could kind of tell that he's unsure of what's going on. Like, he's just, he's just a teen, an awkward teen, an awkward shy teen. And as you guys are like laying the introductions and having the awkward silence, you hear your mom call out from the dining room kitchen area. And call like, "Dinner's ready!" And
Okay, go eat.
alright, you guys shuffle over. And you can describe, I'll say, you can describe the dinner room. I'll say that, like, there's your usual dining room table, and they've kind of, like, gotten, like, a couple extra tables that they could find around, and maybe, like, a couple of, like, planks of wood, and kind of created, like, an extension. Like, if to, like, fit, like, 6 or 7 more people. That
It's
would
like
be-
the holidays when the extended family comes over.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
managed to
weird.
make space for everyone, and it looks like there's minimal squishing involved, at least you imagine.
Excellent.
But yeah, you can describe how's the dining room kitchen look like, and what kind of it's a very classic meal. What kind of like foods does Sky usually kind of like have for everyone?
There is the main dish is definitely some fish.
Yeah.
Maybe some little crawdads as too. So, think about they're next to the giant waterfall. So
Yeah.
definitely fish. Maybe some type of nice like fish pate. It's like a little delicacy on the side.
Some
But
pig.
yeah, there's some greens to eat, maybe some nice breads with, really like the really good butter, you guys. Like really, really good butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a good butter.
Yeah. I mean, it's simple but nice. There's some nice little desserts, maybe something that has like a whipped cream topping, but you don't know what's underneath.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, there's just like some bowls of nuts and berries and different things like that
Maybe
as
some
well.
Midwestern salads.
There you go. It's got
Midwestern
marshmallows
salad
and
put on
apples in it and
actual
little chunks of cheese,
um,
some walnuts with mayonnaise.
Love it.
and also, it's in front of Lucky. There's a little breaded chicken shaped like dragons.
His little dino nugs.
How old is Lucky?
You know
He's
what? He's
13.
probably too old for Dino Nugs, but come on, he's just
He's picky. There's like a little scoop of mac and cheese
Are
on
you
the side
ever
with it
too
too.
old for Dino Nugs?
Never.
At some point, you can graduate to chicken tenders.
exactly. But he grabs a little bit of other things. He just he has them there. And you guys sit and as predicted, it still manages to be enough for everyone to serve themselves. Maybe if there might actually be, lo and behold, there might actually be a little bit left over even with the extra mouths. But that's it's just big family cooking. Um, it is everything's laid out. You're seated kind of like you kind of like all like spread through the group to kind of like not be pushed to the side too much. And yeah, and you begin like serving. Everything's kind of family style, so everything's in the middle. So you kind of like are serving yourself. Um, and Summer is seated like I imagine somewhere closer to the head with your parents. I presume. So at the very least, they insist like since they haven't seen you in a while. It's like, well, all right. It's good to have the family together again, and to have guests and friends together. Thank you for visiting us. Thank you for taking care of our wonderful daughter. And I hope you all enjoy your meal. It was like, all right. And then your dad kind of sits down. And is like, okay, adjusts his belt, and gets ready to dig in. Well, Summer, how have now that we can finally sit down and catch up? How have things been? How have your adventures been?
I mean, I guess what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially with these guys. There's a couple of them that are Chip Sahoy is someone fairly new to our little adventure party, but he's a pretty good guy. But for the most part, I've known most of these guys for a while now, and I mean, it may surprise you, but sometimes we just play music to get free nights stay an inn, and that's been fun. Toby here's really good on the lute. Lucius is really good on his drum. Of course, I still play the flute. You carve for me, Dad, so
Yeah.
still got it.
Gotcha, kiddo. Oh, sounds
But yeah,
wonderful.
oh gosh, what was it? We went to Port Demali sort of
Ooh.
recently, and I was inducted into the Cobalt Soul. So
Yeah.
I'm an official member.
Yeah, they were
And I got this
mentioning.
cool sash.
Yeah, they were mentioning that you were working with them. Sounds exciting. Yeah. It's like Bones is like, have you been kicking ass? She's like,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. There've been some pretty cool things. Surprisingly, Toby here is pretty good.
Yeah.
He took down Mega the Splash. There's a song about it too.
Wonderful. Well, I don't think it to Toby. Love to get to know you a little better. How's it been adventuring with our girl?
It's been eventful.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Most of the good stories are not fit for the dinner table, but I'll fill you in on the nitty gritty. But it's been eventful, mostly good. I mean, well, that's not necessarily true. It's been half good.
Some delicious lemons.
Don't.
Ah,
Yeah.
that lemon tree.
Lemon
uh,
tree.
Indoor sharks.
Okay.
Talking
No
to horses.
land sharks though.
Are there any horses around? Because we still got that pitchfork somewhere. Somebody's got it.
Oh yeah.
I thought you had it.
I may.
Did we put it in
I've
a
got
bag
my
of
Mary
holding or
Poppins
something?
I've got.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's.
I think it was in the bag of holding. Yeah. Or something. Showed.
I mean, I have a handy haversack. It's the best sack I've ever havered.
Yeah. Well, it's lemon tree shenanigans. And
Yeah.
Bones comes in like, well, like they say, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. And when the going gets tough, the tough make lemonade.
The tough were definitely
That's
making
what I've
lemonade
always
that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make some good lemonade too.
That's cool.
You still have some of those lemons left?
Maybe.
Last I knew you had like a whole bag and a bunch
Yeah.
of jerky.
Oh, I definitely have the jerky.
Citrus usually
Nice.
That
keeps well.
I feel like I feel like jerky has reached the point where it's like as long as we don't ask too many questions, it never runs out.
Exactly. It's like
That's how I like to think of it.
It's like there's always somewhere you can like get some kind of jerky.
Yeah, like
As long as
but
you don't ask
between,
questions
like-
about what animal it is.
yeah. I hit the mother load and like every time we're in town, like yeah, I'll get a little local jerky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never actually specifically did anything with the lemons. I don't know how that works.
What can you? I mean, other than melonade. And Bells.
Can
Well,
pie,
that's true.
marmalade,
Yeah. And, sometimes-
Lemon bars.
lemon
Exactly.
bars. Oh my god.
bars.
I feel like marmalade would be like that's the way to preserve lemons, I think.
Mhm.
Yes, dream of lemon marmal. Yeah,
Exactly.
that song's about.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun adventures. What have you I was like Bells says is like, what have you been talking with these people that visited the town? Have they figured out anything, or are they getting close to? Very curious.
It sounds like they don't really have a lot of leads as to what happened,
Yeah.
but I talked to them, and I want to help them with the search.
That's true. Yes.
So if you guys know anything, definitely let me know if you haven't already told them anything at all.
And then your dad like finishes a big bite like a piece of cod, just like swallows it down. It's like, honey, and he turns to your mom. He's like, honey, I think it's time we told him about the thing. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I so we got a confession to make. The sphere we it could actually be hundreds of years old, but it hasn't been here for hundreds of years. I don't know if you talked to grandma, but it was just an artifact that she found like a few decades ago, a little bit before you were born, Summer. In fact, a little before any of you kids were born. And
Yeah, she actually happened to just mention that she found it
yeah,
at some point. So yeah, that was kind of mind blowing already. I thought it had been around for a long time.
yeah,
I did pass along that information to the researchers already.
yeah, we were gonna talk to them about that as well. We told a white lie to you kids, because we figured it was important and we wanted to keep an eye on it. And well, we kind of told you that it was like hundreds of years old and ancient and super important, mainly to keep you kids from playing with it. This is, you know, you never know what. You guys had like very sticky hands growing up, and not just. I'm gonna say not even just proverbially sticky, but like literally sticky. And even when you didn't have anything that could make your hands sticky, they were always sticky.
I was probably the worst, not gonna lie.
Yeah, there was just like you had jam hands.
Old jam hands.
There was no jam, even when it was not jam season. There was just jam hands. So we kind of like, I don't know, just told you that like that just kind of like try to scare you off of the thing. But we figured it was like something important. We just didn't know what, and we just kind of like kept a close eye on it, and entrusted it to the temple, and just figure out what it would be. Kind of ashamed that it's gone, because we figure your people will probably figure out what it is, but
I hope so, because when I described it to them, they were like, "Oh, that's interesting. We think we've heard of that," and that's why they came here.
huh? Did they say what it reminded them of?
I don't think so. I think I remember them being like kind of secretive about it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's been kind of a surprising turn of events. A couple weeks ago, we just don't know what what might have happened. And let's see. Belle. Well, I would say Jewel kind of pipes in. Is like, well, I think I know somebody who might have an idea. Jewel says, I don't want to force him, but if he would be, if he wanted to share. And she kind of like looks over to Lucky Sparkle. Wanted to share with the family what he saw.
Hey, Lucky.
Lucky's like wherever. Like I just huh? Fine, I guess. Like well, like me and the guys were just like throwing rocks at the river and like
Smoking
shooting
weed.
fireworks.
Shh.
We were just like hanging out, like skipping stones and having fun kid stuff. And we saw that it was like just a little bit before it disappeared. We saw we think we saw that weird warlock guy that from back what you talked about, where we figured he was the one that stole it or messed around with it or something. You know, that guy that came in town. I don't remember. Like I barely remember. I barely remember because I kind of remember him, but I remember him now, and it just seemed weird. He was like sneaking around the village, and I remember like you guys describing him from when Summer got in trouble back in the day, and when and Flowers was here.
Has Mulgar returned to the village since then?
I don't know. It looked like him. It was like late at night, and he was being sneaky, and I don't know, he was snooping around or something near the temple.
Okay, so I need to admit something to you guys.
Yeah.
Mulgar didn't steal the sphere all those years ago. It was me. And I sort of blamed it on him because, well, I think I was like Lucky's age, and I was really scared of the priest, and I thought I was going to get banished, and oh, you guys, I'm sorry.
And
That's like the main reason that drove me to go join the temple.
And as you're like saying that, you feel a paw on top of your paw of your mom. It's like, honey, we kind of knew, but we figured it was. You were always a curious cat, but it was fine. We knew that it was okay it was safe with you, but. And we didn't want you to feel too scared to kind of like let us know and talk to us. So we didn't want to be all accusatory and come at you with. But
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me,
yeah,
knowing that you guys.
we didn't
Yeah.
know for sure, but we kind of like thought it might have been the case. And
You guys, I felt so guilty. So guilty. And I knew that I had a problem. When I stole that artifact, you guys, you got to admit you have a problem before you really take action and change your life. And yeah. That was my moment.
Yeah. It was your canon event.
And I just kind of assumed that if Mulgar ever returned, that you guys would drive him out, right? Because I spread this rumor, and then I felt awful about blaming it on him because he was strange. But I mean, he hung out here for a while. He was a nice guy.
He was all right. He was kind of like, easy. He told cool stories about like tentacle gods and like krakens and like sea adventures, and I don't know, just told like fun stories for the kids. They like the pirate stories.
Yeah.
Seemed a little odd in construction. Talked a lot about like old gods. Oh, so in retrospect, it was a little weird. But oh well.
So it sounds like then you guys described what he looked like to Lucky.
Yeah.
I don't think Lucky wasn't even born when this happened. I don't think.
Yeah, we talked about the situation. Their dad kind of pipes in, like, yeah, we talked about the situation. We mentioned him and you, why that why we would keep an eye on the artifact, and you know he was someone that we let him know that if he saw someone strange and he was unsure what to do about it, to come let us know. And he was one of the people that we described as like, just in case. Because we still had questions, and now we definitely have questions for him.
Yeah. So then that's then I don't know, like whoever Lucky saw with his friends, was it really him or was it maybe someone else entirely or someone pretending to be Mulgar? Now I have so many more questions than when I even came here.
Yeah.
We have mysteries that need to be solved, people.
Mysteries upon mysteries. Well, that's
Have a great idea for a mode of transportation for us as we solve these mysteries.
Chavo.
The mystery contraption.
Yes.
Chavo pipes in with a roll.
Yeah.
It's a steam-powered land vehicle.
The conundrum
Like, hey, Chavo.
contraction.
Like an automaton. But there is like in this universe, there are like vehicles canonically and automatons.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So it's possible. And you can sit around and contemplate this, and the yeah, and then you just kind of hang there. It's like, well, that's certainly a lot to take in.
Yeah.
And
So, did Lucky tell anyone about this mysterious figure? Did the archivist know about that piece of information?
I mean, it's the first time we've heard of it, and Jules like, no, he kind of just confided in me one time, and I was just wanted to encourage him to let them know. I figure we'll talk to them, in the morning maybe about that possibility.
Absolutely should. Lucky, I think you should go talk to the archivist in person. I mean, it's always good to hear first-hand information.
Yeah. Let me see. Give me also Summer. Give me an insight check on Lucky.
I'm off my game tonight, man. This
Yeah,
food and
this is-
family's all distracting me.
Yeah, you're all distracted, but he's hard to read. But he seems to be like that's he definitely is. He seems straight like forthcoming in at least this, even if a bit like guarded as a teenager is wont to be. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's hard to read anything beyond that.
Okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. And at the same time, you also had Belle kind of been on like, well, on lighter note, how, but how's it been like traveling with this adorable mountain goat here? Like,
He's tougher than he looks. Chavo's been a really helpful
Look you up.
companion.
Yeah.
He sort of furrows his brow, and I pet him. Like, he's a great companion.
yeah,
And I'm a little defensive about it.
and like she offers a little bit of like some vegetables to Chavo. It's like, "You want a little treat, fella?" It's like Chavo
Jerky
kinda-
or nothing.
I was gonna say he apprehensively takes it after her questioning how he's been as a companion,
Yeah.
but he's still a goat. So,
It seems wonderful. Yeah, I can only imagine it's been fun to well, we have a lot of really fun animals that we know here. Yeah, like you guys have like a tiny dragon with you guys. Like,
Oh
Wow.
yeah, that's Sue.
how do you do? And Sue's like, just like gives a little like curtsy, a little like bow.
Perfect.
One little wing to the side.
You guys like, well, let us digest all this food and news. We'll don't worry about, obviously you all are our guests, so don't worry about cleaning up. We'll take care of everything. So just
Thanks, guys.
relax and make yourselves at home. We'll let you know when we figure out your accommodations for the evening. But we've got you covered. We'll get you distributed around the neighborhood. There's plenty of people with beds to spare.
Side note, if I counted correctly, there are 14 creatures in this kitchen or this dining room right now.
Yeah,
Including us.
yeah,
Yes. And
some-
Chavo and Sue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was food for
And
everyone.
mortal.
Immortal.
Yep.
Who's just been like
Who-
munching on big vegetables.
Takes up
Watermelon.
takes up the space of two people.
You guys, as you guys retire from the dining room, and kind of like again digest and with big full bellies, you kind of like what do you guys do? Do you guys go out into the night? Do you guys just wander around? I know this summer did
Yeah, I
plan
need to
on-
go to the treehouse.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I feel like Lucius he's so at this point he's so not used to like domestic life that he just doesn't even know what to do. He's just kind of like following random people around until he's like he just goes outside.
The way
I-
I would. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I also I am overwhelmed with the hallmarkness of this episode, so I'm gonna step outside where I can say swears.
Yeah.
I was gonna say me and Chavo sort of want to get a lay of the land. I see the map here,
yeah.
so I wouldn't mind poking into a couple of the shops and seeing if I see anything interesting that catches
Mhm.
my eye.
Yeah, well, like
As I'm always on the lookout for a bow that can rival the sort of verdict as I poke around.
yeah.
Yay.
What were
Can
you
I-
saying, Daisy?
I was gonna add, well, one thing, yeah. So looking at my wonderful Microsoft Paint map on the show
I love
notes, Drew, you weren't here last time, but straight above the lake on the left-hand side,
Yes.
if you go right up that rectangular building, that's Summer's house where we all are right now. And then another thing, unless Petey, you have a different idea, I imagine Sleeping Ridge as being this kind of like rustic village that
Yeah.
feels like more earthy and natural and outdoorsy. There's a
Yeah.
lot of wood that stuff's made out of.
Yeah.
There's some rock, maybe like bases,
Yeah.
but there's just a lot of wood. And then again, like all the houses are kind of surrounded by like little copses of trees,
Yeah.
but there's like pretty flowers and things, and then that center area amongst all the houses is like a really pretty garden,
Yeah.
kind of like a little park, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That
then
sounds
everything off
better.
to the right is more like it's the city kind of circle square, and then beyond that there's more shops like blacksmiths and weaponry, and then there's like a big sort of dining hall, like a big pavilion if there's any festivals or big celebrations that happens over there, and then there's like a little sort of picnic area over to next to the waterfall.
Mhm.
So those little round things are supposed to
Wow.
be little table things over there. Little
Love
maybe
it.
little gazebos and yeah, if that helps.
And you said w- the house is the one, the rectangular directly to the north of the little pond lake.
Yeah. Yep.
Lake.
You
Yeah.
got it.
That rectangular
Sweet.
with the two circles next to it. Yeah, I think it's kind of like taking the late evening air. Ooh, as I burp. Um, and kind of like go to your different activities. Mortal kind of waddles out with a very satisfied. And kind of like just takes in the atmosphere, and goes with Suit, kind of just to wander around and hang out. And as Summer, you step out, you feel like an arm kind of hook your arm, and your mom steps right next to you, kind of is arm in arm with you. It's like, honey, let's go talk. We haven't talked in a while. As you kind of like walk in, very Gilmore Girls esque, like walk together. So,
Okay.
how's things been, sweetie?
I mean, fine. Look pretty good.
Have you-
I feel like I'm pretty happy,
things are working
but I'm
out?
glad to be home.
Yeah.
I did miss you guys, like
Oh,
more than I thought. The closer we got, the more I was like, okay, I've really missed you guys, and I'm sorry I was away so long. I got really distracted. You know how I am. I got
Yeah.
distracted.
Yeah. Well, we know. That's what we've been thinking about. We missed you too. I don't want to, push or box you in any way. Have you thought about sticking around? Maybe talk about like, sticking around. At least we can figure out this whole mystery with the sphere from here and
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it on the way here, but as soon as I got here and I don't know, just started seeing my old friends and everything just kind of hit me. I mean, even just the smells of this place. I don't know, just yeah, and then seeing all the archivists here trying to solve this mystery of who stole the sphere, like yeah, I don't know, the idea is really growing on me.
yeah, we can always. It doesn't even have to be permanent. We could just come back, stay for a little while, and we'll keep in touch with those fancy book people.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, I've been trying to make my way back here in a kind of roundabout way, doing little side adventures to make some money and just get some experience in the world, make some new friends. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the road led me home for a reason.
Possibly. Well, you don't have to decide anything right away. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit. Go have fun. See your friends. I know that the couple of them were waiting for you at that secret hideout you guys got going.
You know about that too? Jeez.
Yeah, it's my job to keep track.
Well, I appreciate it, Mom. Thank you. You always take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
It is good to be home.
All right.
I give her a big hug
Yeah.
and a kiss on the cheek.
And you weren't lying about the hole.
And she kind of like shoos you away, and you go on. And then what do you guys you go straight to the tree house, or do you do anything else in between?
I mean, I didn't know if I talked to anyone before we split up, before mom pulled me to the side, but just kind of ask like, "Hey, what do you guys want to do? Do you need, any direction from me?" I mean, there's not a ton to see. I mean, it's a pretty small village, but
What's so just for Matt to get my bearing? Uh, so like the gray, the grayish lines, is that like on the outskirts of the village?
I think
Is that like
everything-
mountains?
Oh
Yeah.
the big yeah. That's like a big mountain face.
Like a kind of cliff
Yeah,
face?
like
Okay.
like a sheer cliff face is what I
And you can
imagined.
see, like you're basically down at the clip clop, and it's it's a little bit more sheer than the mountain there, but that's pretty much that.
Yeah, I didn't put
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
cliff
detail
wall.
in it, but
The
I
clip
assume, like-
clop in the Utah.
like near the top right hand corner along the river, that's more of like it drops off way down. It's like you can kind
Right.
of stand above and look down at all the rocky waterfall. But as you go like south, kind of where that path then meets up along the side, that's more of like I'm assuming that's where like Lucky was playing with his friends. Like you can
The
actually access the
forested and
river
wooded
from
area,
down that
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And maybe
Gotcha.
follow the path up a little bit more, but not too far.
Yeah.
It just gets too rocky at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone needs any of the symbols or anything explained, please let me know.
Just kind of wander around town.
There's a
Which-
school and an infirmary and like a little basket and pottery shop.
Artisanal knots.
Yeah. There's a little saloon for the visitors to hang out, so you can go get a beer.
Yes.
But yeah, there is
Yeah.
a blacksmith and like a weapons maker as well.
Let's see if I can. Let's see. You know what? Let me see if one of these taverns in Seeker's Guide to Twisted Taverns would be appropriate.
There you go.
You see, ooh, why not Treetop Tavern?
I also didn't add it in here, but I'm envisioning that there's like a secret route that goes into the mountain kind of behind the waterfall
Yeah,
because it is so like stuck in the corner.
Yeah.
Like if they ever needed to evacuate,
yeah,
they have a back entrance.
yeah. There's also I'm gonna add it now. There's a big like knotted tree. I'm gonna say go more towards the south, closer to the wood line, where you see kind of like this this building kind of built into and with growth around it, off in the distance that you see people come in and out of. That with a sign like that you can faintly see. This is like the Treetop Tavern. Yeah, from-
Excellent.
Shout out to Seeker's Guide to Twisted Taverns. Let's see. I love these pictures. Look at this. Look at this fella. Like,
He's having a great time.
He's very jolly.
Yeah, that's what's going on around town. All right, what's next on the agenda?
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do? Gonna go to the Treetop Tavern, take a walk down by the river, go through the garden park, just meander. But you can't come to the treehouse. That's secret. Sorry.
All right, well, as you guys ascertain like your next plans, I presume as you leave them to their devices, you head your way to the treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And You find it's very easy to find. It's kind of like off. Well, I you can describe kind of like how you get there. Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's like south of the lake in the
Mhm.
garden park area,
Yeah. That makes
and
that
then
perfect.
like diagonally from there, what is that? Southwest
Yeah.
between those, I don't know, somewhere in there between those
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you go
kind of like.
there. It's at this point. It's pretty late into the evening. Where did that come from?
That was a noise.
A boing. Uh, was a random boing for no reason. Um, into late evening. You ascend the treehouse. Um, and there, waiting, kind of like getting themselves set up, are butterfly wings, and ray of sunlight, just kind of hanging around, and blade of grass, uh, just kind of like hanging out. It's a, hey, Summer, you made it.
Hey guys,
Hey,
how's it going?
well, we're just getting ourselves situated for the night. Uh, for just hanging out. It's good to see you back.
Yeah, it's great to be back. And
And
actually, I was just thinking, I have not. This is the first time I've seen Ray
yeah,
since
Ray is
we've
there,
been
and
back.
they're kind of like just sit in the corner, maybe whittling at something, whittling at a little like a sculpture. You know, they have like these really nice, like, you remember, like these nice, like, intricate, like, earring out of their ear. It's kind of like sitting comfortable, mostly comfortable clothing. Obviously, the white ragdoll fur, and a blade of grass is just like crisscross applesauce, just like sitting there next to them, and he's just like, he's just excited. He's like, hey, big smile on his face, and well, it's good to have you back in town. Uh, Ray's like, yeah, it's good to finally have you back. Uh, what what have you been up to? What's been keeping you?
I explained basically the same things I told my family. Out of venturing for a while, joined the Cobalt Soul, but I'll divulge a little bit more information to them. Like, you guys, I've killed a lot of people. I mean, they were bad, but
Yeah,
it took a while to get used to that.
yeah,
But I'm
wow.
getting really good at it, which I don't know is a good thing, but I can like punch people to death, which is weird.
Whoa, I heard that like monks like they like punch people like 50 times a second and like kill people to death.
I don't think I'm quite there. Not 50 times, but pretty fast.
That's
Get
cool.
a few punches in while they get like one hit on me, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And Wings is like, you've always been the tough one of us. You've been tougher than Ray. So like Ray's like, I guess.
Hey, if you need any fighting tips, just go to Bones. That's where I learned. Well, some of it. I guess I got training later on, but
You get
an
trained in the
experience in no
bones
use.
zone.
The bone zone. Get in the zone. The bone zone.
But you know, until you're actually there in combat, I mean, you can just freeze up and forget everything you learned.
God. And Wings is in that's why I just run away all the time. And Blade's like,
That's
me
an
too.
option.
It's just
There you go. Safety is important. Rather you guys stay safe.
yeah.
So yeah, what's been up, guys?
It's just been a lot of same old thing. We're like, yeah, just same old bullshit. You know, same people. Except for this that you know, with all these like wizard friends of yours and this sphere business, but mostly the same old thing. You know, just go into town, get supplies, come back, make stuff, build stuff, sell it in town, come back. Yep. Same thing, different day. Yeah, I mean, Ray puts it a little less romantically, but it's been a nice, calm time. But we've missed you though. And,
Yeah, I've missed you guys.
yeah, I've been and Wings is like, I've been I've been making a lot more progress with mom, and dad. With my mom and dad, getting a little bit more past their barriers, I guess.
That's awesome to hear. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, you remember how they were when I came out, like.
Yeah, it was rough.
But I mean, oh, we're luckily we're getting from, tolerating it to accepting it to, maybe being proud of it. I don't know. We'll take it a step at a time.
Yeah, progress is progress. That's
Yeah.
good. It's on the up and up, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Good.
I've just been just making good. Made a fantastic chest last week. Sold it for like 50 gold. That worked
Ooh.
out.
Nice.
Very excited.
Sounds like your skills are getting better then.
Yeah. I was talking and Blade's like I was talking with those wizard guys and I was like I'm trying to like worm my way and see if I can like stow away with them and see that library of theirs. Like
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that, right? Where then I
yeah.
said, we need to figure out how to, like, just teleport you there. That would be the safest way. But, you should go talk to them.
Yeah.
They're nice people.
I think I remember them figuring out a spot to like draw a teleportation circle. I've never
Ooh.
seen a teleportation circle before, so I was like, because I know it's possible, and like the runes are just fascinating, and like, I'm never gonna like get into that whole wizard stuff, but all that is just still fascinating to read about. Yeah, yeah. Well, as long as you don't end up teleporting in the middle of a wall. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's
Don't want to get spliced.
And he's like, that's Butterfly was like, that's possible?
Oh, totally.
Oh, whoa. That's scary. Alright, well, let's get settled in. You guys set up on there. And you start like swapping stories like now that you're back, what's been on your mind, Summer?
I mean, other than, I don't know, I guess just catching up with my family. Saw my little brother. Basically was introduced to him. That was weird, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then pretty much the only thing I'm thinking about is this sphere that was stolen. It's like all I can think about. Like I have to figure this out. You guys know how I am with puzzles and mysteries and how important that thing was to me.
Every
figure it
adventure
out.
always needs to solve their mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
Can't leave any stone unturned.
So, and Blade kind of like pops in. Well, so I'm not sure, but I wonder. There's been some like weird clues, and I have to go back in my notes. I wonder if Flower is involved.
Would you say that?
Because I've been, I occasionally go into Gordon and I keep hearing like these reports of, I try to, I try to like keep an ear out for what she might be up to, and like, just to check in, because she's been gone for so long, and something tells me she's been kind of like getting into a little bit more professional thievery.
She's a thief now? Wait, and like you guys have heard, like Flowers is around?
Maybe we don't know for sure.
Huh.
Like, there's been like people that say they saw her somewhere, in with people that like do that kind of like contract for those kind of jobs. Just kind of people telling me on down low. I've been kind of like, it's just I've been getting more practice at like investigative journalism. Get my practice in that. So I've been using that as a project.
Nice, that's helpful. Okay, yeah.
So
Use your sleuthing skills.
and I've been in town occasionally when I'll like tag along and to the supply runs, and just I'll ask around, there's been little pieces of like reports here and there of someone like her, taking these jobs and these bigger jobs and these artifacts, but nothing like concrete. But I don't know. And I met. Did your little brother tell you about that he saw that weirdo Mulgar?
Yeah. Yeah, or what he thought was Mulgar. I mean, he wasn't. I think he was born when Mulgar was originally here.
Yeah, he was like super little. I from what he described, it seemed like him, but I don't. There's a lot of like inconsistencies and a lot of like sporadic things that I've been like picking up here and there.
Which I did finally admit to my family that I was the one that stole the spear, and it wasn't Mulgar. And my mom said they kind of knew, but I appreciate you guys keeping it a secret all these years. I knew I could confide in you.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of like, it's this the pact of the house, the house of the treehouse club, the treehouse squad. The treehouse squad is sacred.
Sacred.
All right.
Yeah, well, that's really interesting news about Flower. I mean, there's part of me that's like, okay, assuming if it's real, happy she's still alive, but also really heartbroken to hear that she's in with a bad crowd.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
see. We can see. There's still a lot to figure out.
Yeah. So, are you I mean, Blade, it sounds like you're interested in helping solve this mystery. And you guys
I've
want to
got
help
notes.
out?
We've got notebooks. We've got notes. And it's like, and some of them, that we're trying to like piecing things together, and we're down to help. Are you gonna?
Excellent.
So are you gonna? Are you sticking around in town now?
My mom asked me the same thing earlier, and I had told her on the way here, it was like, no, I just need to stop by, see you guys, see what's going on. I mean, there's more, like, the people I'm hanging out with, right? My little companion party. We are hunting someone on a contract.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I got here and I don't know, I missed you guys more than I thought, and finding out the sphere is gone, like, it's really, it's itching at me. Like, it's under my skin now. And I don't know. I'm thinking more that I might want to stay. if you guys want to help, I'll take all the help I can get. I asked Blade if I can see his notebook, start
How's
going
this
through the
one?
notes,
Yeah.
asking him questions.
And Ray is like, well, the real help is right here. And she pulls out a box, opens it up, and there's several bottles of booze.
Oh, who'd you get this from?
I have my sources.
Nice,
Good stuff.
nice.
All right, let's get started. She passes the bottles around. As
What
you
kind
guys-
of booze did we get?
There's I think it is. She doesn't have a solid answer for you, but it's just it'll get you drunk.
Nice.
It's beer like, maybe like, and very strong. And it comes in an unmarked bottle. She swears it's safe. They swear it's safe.
All right. Cheers.
And as you guys, as you guys, I think this is a good spot. As you guys like are cheersing each other and start your evening, I think this is a good spot for us to pause and then come back and like have our next moments, especially see if anybody heads over the Treetop Tavern. We can set things up there and have further conversation.
So are y'all just? I mean, not that Lucius knows, but are y'all just like settling in for a night of binge drinking? Is that what the
Oh, totally.
the Treehouse Club is about?
I will say
As
that,
much as I drink.
like, before Summer went to the treehouse and was like, offering, hey, do you guys need help, finding anything in the village? Like, she made it very clear, like, I will not be coming back tonight. Like, I am catching up with my friends.
yeah,
There's a slumber party in the treehouse,
yeah.
and it's just four of us. No one
It's
else
just
is
a
allowed.
gang.
We got a lock on the door, a little sign.
Excellent.
Treehouse
There's a
Club
lock on
members
both
only.
sides.
It's a very old sign that says TREEHAUS Club. Members only, so MEMBURS.
And
it's
the
same-
R is backwards,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like the same sign you've had since you were kids.
excellent. That's what I'm talking about.
Like just keeping it like the little rascals. Yeah, that's it for this session. I think we're gonna have we're gonna have one more session. We're gonna have a bit of a transition. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, thank y'all for being with us. For this little like bite-sized episode. Next time we'll try to have like the full group, because I know that there's like a couple of points that I wanted to have Chris and V for some plot points, but we'll figure that out for the next time. But yeah, thank y'all for being with us for another session of Through the Tomes. Check us out on thetomes.com, rebelli.net, Rebelli TV on here and on YouTube. And for all of other streams, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hashtag find Luke.
Annyeong.